Hey guys, how's it going? This is Fiddy with another Conquest video for Volume 16, Ezra. We are doing Sector 3 today for Feats, Teams, and what to skip. The feats that we're doing for Sector 3 today are going to be Evasion Up 50 times, win 15 battles with Night Sister Acolyte surviving, gain Retaliate 15 times, win 15 battles with a full squad of Geonosians, win with Morgan Elsbeth surviving, win with Captain Enoch in the squad, win with Queen Amidala, and win without using any support in your squad. Now let's dive into this. What we're going to do is we're going to focus on the Evasion Up first. There are going to be kind of two teams that really are fantastic for Evasion Up. One of them is going to be Commander Luke Skywalker 3PO and Chewie, C3PO, Chewbacca, and Han Solo as your key character. And every time when you use Han Solo's second special, when you use Never Tell Me the Odds, all allies getting crit chance up and evasion up for 2 turns. And when you have C3PO in this team, you can get 3 stacks of translation on Han Solo, and you can start using this ability a lot more. The second team that we want to use for Evasion Up is going to be the Bad Batch. You could probably put in a couple other clones in there to fill in the spots. The Bad Batch provides a couple of ways to gain Evasion Up, and as a team they are super durable and really good for the sector. So, for the characters that have Evasion Up, the first one, Hunter with his first special, and it gives it to all clone trooper allies. And then for the second one will be Bad Batch Echo with his basic, and that will give it to the weakest clone trooper ally. Now let's dive into the Night Sisters. Morgan Elsbeth surviving, and the Acolyte surviving for 15 battles. So if we need to have the Acolyte surviving for 15 battles, and one of the two best ways is having a full Night Sister team that you could keep on reviving the Acolyte if she does die, so that you could bring her back every time when you kill an enemy or when you use revive from Marin and Oldaka. The second way that we want to use the Acolyte is with it will require a Galactic Legend. The one that I'm providing is going to be Supreme Leader Kylo Ren with Kylo Ren on Mask, General Hux, and First Order Officer. What we're trying to do with this team is we're trying to pass as many turns to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren so that he can do his AoE and then his stun abilities so that we can ramp his damage up super quickly. There is a third team that we can use for gaining for Acolytes to survive, and this will only work for the first 2 battles at a time because it is a team that wears out its durability very quickly, and that will be with the Imperial Troopers. And every time when you get a kill or when you gain a buff, Imperial Troopers will generate so much turn meter, and then you could just use Dark Trooper just to focus on containing that turn meter loop every time when you kills an enemy. By then, hopefully you gain enough turn meter to get your troopers moving that Acolyte does not have to take a turn and is not in threat of dying off. For Morgan Elsbeth, we want to throw her in with a Commander Luke Skywalker, 3PO and Chewie, Han Solo, and Chewbacca. Morgan is pretty much just sitting there and she won't be really doing much, and the rebels will be doing all the work. First you want to take out Admiral Radis, and then right after you want to take out Jyn Erso, because she will revive Admiral Radis, and then this will be a lot harder battle. Once you take those 2 key characters out, then the rest of this team should be very easy to dismantle. And we're trying to do this mini boss without going too much into an investment of a team. Now we want to dive into some of the boss feats. All you have to do is win with Captain Enoch. Doesn't matter if he's alive or if he's dead. If you do have the new Imperial Remnant team geared up and all that, then you can use this Enoch feat team that is definitely required for a lot of the feats in this conquest. If you don't have the new team of Imperial Remnants, then there is a couple other options that you can use. One of the options is the SLKR, Kylo Ren Mass, Hux, First Order Officer, and then you want to do the same thing with Morgan Elsbeth. For Queen Amidala surviving for the boss battle, it's either you have Queen Amidala or you don't have Queen Amidala. If you don't have her, then you're just skipping down and we just move on. If you do have Queen Amidala, if you don't have her other requirements up, there are some options that you can do. So, option 1, you can put Queen Amidala in the General Skywalker 501st team, just don't put ARC Trooper in there, and this should be an easy win for and having Queen Amidala surviving. Option 2 is you can use the no support team and just replace General Skywalker with Queen Amidala, and you will complete this feat super easy. For the no support feat, just probably have a full team of attackers. The only thing that you need to look out for on the main boss is Captain Enoch. On his leader, for him being the leader, he will provide all allies with decay. Decay is every time when their enemy hits 1% health, they regain their health and protection, and they gain a stack of decay. Either you kill them off with a critical hit, or you have to kill them off 9 times each. It will take a little bit of time, but it should be very manageable. We want to gain Retaliate. How can we gain Retaliate the super quick way? The only character that grants Retaliate is the Gungan Phalanx. He is a tank, and you can only get this by applying it from a second special. So what can we do to try to get this as many times as possible? Option 1, we can throw him in with a Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, and then 3 support Jedis that either provide a lot of buffs or do a lot of turn meter swapping to give Gungan Phalanx a lot of turns. And then we also want to apply the deployable cooling system consumable so that we can, every time that we do a buff share, it does reduce the cooldowns on the Phalanx. And every time we get to his turn, it will let's hope that his Retaliate ability, Special 2, is reset, that we could keep on applying it. I would probably recommend a team that you just stall out and just don't waste your consumable on, so that you don't burn it off, that you could save it for other teams in the future. Or you could do the option B, and this will help you for progressing through Conquest, but this is more of focusing on just gaining the Retaliate. This team will be harder to gain multiple Retaliates in one battle. This is more gaining through multiple battles when it does come to the Phalanx turn. But if you're just progressing through Conquest and worrying the feat as a back burner, this might be a great option. So, winning 15 battles with full Geonosians. This is probably a feat that I'm going to be hard skipping on, and this is definitely not worth the headache. A lot of the teams will have their own modifiers in that, and some of those modifiers just completely kick this team out, and it's not even worth it. So if you could, maybe as a suggestion, find a Tusken team node. Might be the best way to complete this feat if you really have to. But This is like a 2, 3, maybe 4 attempts if you complete it. A day thing. It's not like a one team in one sitting to complete it. This is like a multiple day completion. So that brings us to our ending of the all the Sector 3 feats. And if you do like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the Holo Tables. Fiddy out.